I've always been a night owl. So when I landed a job as the night security guard at the old Kingston textile mill, I thought it would be a breeze. Little did I know, those eerie hallways held secrets that would haunt my every step. The first night was unnerving. The creaking floors and flickering lights created an unsettling atmosphere. As I made my rounds, my footsteps echoed through the empty corridors. The silence was broken only by the distant hum of machinery, reminding me that the mill had once been a thriving hub of activity. One night, as I walked past the long-abandoned weaving room, I heard a faint whisper. I froze, my heart racing. "Who's there?" I called out, my voice trembling. There was no reply, only an eerie silence that seemed to stretch on forever. I shook it off as my imagination playing tricks on me, but the feeling of being watched lingered. As the nights went on, the whispers grew more distinct, like unintelligible conversations just out of earshot. I tried to brush it off, convincing myself it was just the wind or the building settling. But the unease grew stronger with each passing night. One particularly dark and stormy night, I was making my rounds when the lights flickered and went out. My flashlight barely pierced the darkness as I stumbled through the corridors. The whispers grew louder, more urgent. I strained to make out the words, my heart pounding in my chest. Leave before too late. A cold sweat broke out on my forehead as I stumbled into the old storage room. My flashlight flickered back to life, revealing rows of dusty shelves and forgotten relics. Among the tattered boxes, I found an old diary. As I opened it, the pages crumbled beneath my touch. The words on the pages spoke of a tragedy that had befallen the mill years ago. A devastating fire that had claimed the lives of dozens of workers. Their anguished whispers, trapped in the walls, now sought solace in my presence. That night, the shadows seemed to dance with a life of their own, and I could feel the weight of their sorrow pressing down on me. The whispers grew louder and more desperate, their mournful cries echoing in my ears. I knew I had to find a way to set them free. Determined to unravel the mystery, I delved deeper into the mill's history. I discovered that the fire had been caused by a faulty electrical system, leading to a hasty evacuation that left many workers trapped. Their voices had never truly been silenced. They had lingered in the darkness, unable to move on. Armed with this knowledge, I decided to hold a memorial for the lost souls, hoping to provide them the closure they so desperately craved. I lit candles and placed them throughout the mill, their flickering light casting a warm glow on the cold, desolate halls. As the flames danced and the candles flickered, I could feel a sense of peace wash over me. The whispers grew softer, the shadows less menacing. It was as if the souls had finally found release, their spirits drifting away on a current of gratitude. In the days that followed, the mill seemed different. The air was lighter, and the once oppressive darkness had lifted. The whispers had faded, replaced by a newfound sense of serenity. I continued my job as the night guard, but now I no longer walked alone. The spirits had moved on, leaving behind a sense of closure and the knowledge that even in the darkest corners of the world, there is a glimmer of light waiting to guide us through. And so, the old Kingston textile mill became a place of remembrance, a sanctuary for those whose voices had long been forgotten. As I made my rounds each night, I couldn't help but feel a connection to the past, a reminder that even in death, our stories live on, waiting to be heard by those who are willing to listen.